Recording progress.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Is this the first time we are meeting or second time?
Second time, sir.
Second time, yeah, because I remember having seen this background and all that. Good, very good. When did we meet last time?
Nearly a week ago, I guess. It was on 7th.
Very good. Excellent. Shall we start again?
Yes, sir.
Acha. Please tell me about yourself as you will be telling in ECGC interview.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I am Akshay Boratkar from Nagpur. I've completed my graduation in mechanical engineering in 2019. I come from a family with where I am the only child of a homemaker mother and a father who is engaged in government services. My hobbies include reading as well as keeping a tab on international affairs that are ongoing. And I intend to contribute positively in social as well as economic growth of the country.
Good. You said you are keeping in touch with international affairs.
Yes, sir.
Good. So what is happening in Taiwan and China?
So recently, Speaker of US Congress, Miss Nancy Pelosi, visited Taiwan. Thereafter, it has also been followed by some more congressmen visit in last 2 to 3 days. Uh, Following that, China has threatened to use military force against Taiwan as it is against such one China policy. Sir, can you give me a couple of minutes?
No.
Just a second.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, let him come. Yeah, in the meantime, see those who want to join for Karnataka. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Are you ready? Yeah. Please come.
Yes, completely.
Yeah,
Completely.
yeah.
Sorry, sir, there was
No
just an
problem.
issue.
No
Yeah.
problem. Is it your who came there
Yeah.
now?
Grandma.
Ah, good. Mother's
Yes,
father's
Nah,
mother.
father's mother.
Very good. So good. Yeah, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
what is happening in China and Taiwan? What is the problem there?
So the main problem is one China principle. China considers Taiwan as a part of its complete territory, which is just governed with a different set of political values. Also, US also considers it officially in their statement as a part of China. However, the resurgent China after the COVID with all wolf warrior diplomacy and some aggressive posturing has angered global community as well. So that's why US has started supporting the democratic demands of Taiwan, sir.
No, but there is one more reason why USA is supporting Taiwan, because Taiwan is
Sir, the semiconductor industry therein that powers the entire world's majority of the supply of entire world, like right from our smartphones to laptops to smart TVs.
Yeah, I don't know why other countries are not doing it. Why can't we do it in India? But I don't know. There must be some
Sir,
reason.
the factors include our high level of initial capital investment. Thereafter, the manufacturing process itself requires highly skilled technical worker. Moreover, the manufacturing doesn't give mass employment. It is just some high skilled laborers that are hired, and machinery that is deployed is that actually sort of monopolized by some nations. Like one is Netherlands, there is US through IBM and all those corporations. Moreover, it also requires the raw material chain, including the rare earth metal, which is monopolized. Like 85% of these reserves are controlled by China in one way or the other. So that's the major issue.
That is the reason. Very good. Good. You told that nicely. ECGC.
Yes, sir.
Tell me details of guarantees issued by them to banks.
Okay. Sir, ECGC has been established with a view of guaranteeing the loans that banks give to the exporters. and safeguarding them from the future repayment issues from exporters to bank. In this case, the bank guarantees include short-term policies to both small exporters as well as medium and long-term policies to other exporters. The short-term policies include pre-shipment as well as post-shipment, rather packaging credit as well as post-shipment credit on both short-term and long-term. And medium and long-term includes individual as well as individual level pre-shipment and post-shipment credits. It also includes something like whole turnover policies, wherein rather than individual branches of the bank, they go for entire organization, which is ensured for the export credits.
See, actually, for this question, you could have straight away told me about pre-shipment guarantee, post-shipment guarantee, whole turnover guarantee, individual guarantees. And
Yes.
there is no need for you to mention about the policies.
Oh, fine, sir.
Yeah. Which department is taking care of this ECGC?
Sir, it comes under Ministry of Commerce.
Who is the Minister for Commerce now?
Shri Piyush Goyal, sir.
Piyush Goyal. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Where is the head office of our ECGC?
It's in Mumbai, sir.
It is in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Who is the important people there?
Sir, the CMD is Mr. M. Senthilnathan. Thereafter, the MD for Personal Affairs is Mr. Sunil Joshi. And there is Mr. Anbarasan, the other MD as well, sir.
Can you tell me something about State Trading Corporation?
Sorry?
State Trading Corporation. What is State Trading Corporation?
Sir, the trading corporations which are mostly owned, like major stakeholder is the government, can be called a state trade corporation. More than that, I am unaware, sir.
No. I am giving the link. Are you a member of my Telegram group?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I am giving the link there now because this is coming under Ministry of Commerce. So these things can be asked in the interview. Here,
yes,
you are on online only, so I can show you this.
Yes, sir.
Can you please read this?
Yes, sir. State Trading Corporation, STC, was set up on 18th May 1956, primarily with a view to undertake trade with East European countries and to supplement the efforts of private trade and industry in developing exports from the country. STC played an important role in country's economy. It arranged imports of essential items of mass consumption, such as wheat, edible oil, sugar, etc., and industrial raw materials into India, and also contributed significantly in developing exports of a large number of items from India.
So we should know about this because this is dealing with the exports. Samajh gaya?
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
STC has a paid up equity capital of 60 crore rupees. As on 31st March 2020, the share of government of India in STC's equity was 90%. The total manpower on the corporation on 1st of December 2021 was 168.
Only 168?
Yes, sir, it's a small organization. Even the capital is 60 CR. So, yes. The present board of director of STC comprises of director personnel with additional charge of CMD, one director of marketing, director of finance, MMTC, who has an additional charge of director finance, STC, and two ex officio directors from Ministry of Commerce. Presently, STC has 7 independent directors on its board. STCL Limited, a subsidiary of STC, is in process of winding up and has stopped all its business activities since 2014-15 onwards.
So that means, is STC there now or not? Now I think STC only is there.
It is
STCL
there.
Limited
Subsidiary has closed down.
Yeah, very good. Then next one, what is this PEC Limited? Just a minute. Please read about this.
Yes, sir. PEC Limited, formerly the Project and Equipment Corporation of India, was carved out of the STC in 1971-72 to take over the canalized business of STC, Railway Equipment Division, to diversify into turnkey projects, especially outside India, and to aid and assist in promotion of exports of Indian engineering equipment. With effect from 23rd May 1990, PEC Limited became a subsidiary of the then newly formed holding company, Bharat Business International Limited. Thereafter, from 27th March 1991, PEC Limited became an independent company directly owned by Government of India. The main functions of PEC Limited includes export of projects, engineering equipment and manufactured goods, defense equipments and stores, import of industrial raw materials, bullion, and agro commodities, consolidation of existing lines of business, and simultaneously developing new products and new markets. Diversification in exports of non-engineering items, example coal and coke, iron ore, edible oils, steel scraps, etc., and structuring counter trade or special trading agreements for further exports. Over the year, businesses of PEC Limited has diversified with industrial raw materials, commodities, and bullion consisting major parts of its turnover and profit. Some of the key initiatives have been consolidation of existing line of business and selective diversification into sustainable business areas, improving operational efficiency and cost effectiveness.
Very good. Now I think we are not having time. You please go through this MMTC also, ITPO
Yes, sir.
also subsequently. Okay, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Now please tell me, what do you understand by what are the various other products of ECGC?
Sir, ECGC also offers credit to the exporters, which also includes is a turnover-based as well as exposure-based products. The turnover-based products include something like shipment comprehensive risk cover policy, then specific shipment policy, whereas the exposure-based covers includes buyer exposure policy or IT-enabled services policy, wherein a single importer is exporting majority of the IT-enabled services of a domestic service provider. Thereafter, ECGC also acts as a NIEA trust, which is National Import-Export Account Trust, which helps in delivery of key strategic projects which may not have commercial compatibility from purely economic point of view, sir.
Good.
But have strategic importance.
Yeah. Can you tell me something about buyer's credit?
Sorry, sir.
Buyer's line of credit, or
yes, sir.
No, first tell me this about this. Tell me, what is a letter of credit?
Sir, letter of credit is issued by banks to the other banks, guaranteeing their repayment of the loan taken by a borrower. Line of credit, on the other hand, includes a soft loan that is extended by a donor to the borrower on a subsidized rate of interest, so as to enable purchase of some essential or non-essential goods. Recently, India had extended such lines of credits to Sri Lanka to overcome her crisis.
Good. That is a good thing. Good. That's what I wanted to know. Now, our products and services. What is construction works policy?
Sir, India needs to support construction development in other countries. Such international tenders are won by Indian companies after beating very competitive low-cost bidders. In this case, in case of completion of construction, if there is some commercial or political issue wherein the repayment of that construction activity is jeopardized, such construction effort is ensured through this policy, sir.
Good. See, what are the various product bonds? It's a very big list. Did you go through that
yes,
list?
Sir.
How many
sir,
product bonds? What is product?
No, sir. Sir, bond is basically a sort of guarantee, like ensuring the time period as well as the quality of the work or product that is to be delivered. So that ensures competitiveness in their product delivery.
Shipment comprehensive risk policy.
Yes,
I suggest
large exporter.
I suggest you go through some of the bonds to know. So now tell me, what are the commercial risks covered by
Sir, commercial risks covered can be divided into two subparts. One that is about the non-repayment by the importer of the other country, as well as the one associated with the bank. The imported non-payment might include delayed payment beyond a limit of 4 months, the importer bankruptcy. Moreover, on the bank side, it might include the bankruptcy of the letter of credit issuing bank as well. So that's all including commercial risks, sir.
No, but here in the bond, they have given insolvency of the buyer, failure of the buyer, failure or refusal on the part of buyer to accept the goods.
accept
the
yes,
goods.
sir.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What are political risks covered?
Sir, political risk covered include both civil war or strife or some sort of political disturbance. It also includes the forex crisis that we have seen in Sri Lanka recently. So anything that can be pertinent to some policy making or some issues therein can be included in political cover.
What are the exclusions of the risk insured?
Sir, the exclusions include basically some rejections on the part of the company, wherein the company checks whether you have qualified for some preconditions like proper prospecting of the market. Thereafter, ensuring that the buyer is included in the ECGC's list of covered buyers itself. So that are the some of the steps which are expected from the credit which are expected from the buyer of the ECGC policy, sir.
See, here it is telling failure or inability of the buyer to obtain any authority necessary under the regulations in the buyer's country in force at the date of shipment, either to import the goods and to pay for them as contracted or invoiced. That is, if the buyer is failing to comply with certain legal regulations of that country, that is not guaranteed by ECGC. Failure or refusal on the part of buyer to accept the goods and to pay for the whole or any for it due to his claim that he is justified in withholding payment of the contract price or the gross invoice value or any part thereof by reason of so and so, he is excused from performing his obligations. So I don't know, there is some, you may have to go through this thoroughly to know what
yes, sir.
I am not very
Yes,
clear about this. Please go through that.
Sure,
Okay.
sir.
What is a letter of credit?
Sir, I responded to that question previously.
Tell me again. I didn't understand properly.
Oh, fine. Sir, letter of credit is basically a document issued by a bank to guarantee the repayment of the borrowed sum to the other bank by the borrower.
Wrong. Letter of credit is a document issued by the importer's bank favoring the exporter. The importer's bank issued a letter of credit favoring the exporter to be advised through its correspondent and the bank of the exporter. And if the exporter export goods as per terms and conditions given therein, following all the rules and following all the conditions, then the LC opening bank is expected to repay, is to honor the bill.
Yes.
Is to honor the bill. So that is the thing. Okay.
Sorry, sir, I mistook with it letter of undertaking.
No, you better study about it clearly. Then what is a guarantee?
So guarantee is again that the borrower will repay it. It's actually insurance of the credit that it will be
guarantee repaid. Is a document normally issued by the bank favoring a government authority that our customer will fulfill the terms of the contract as required by the government, and if it is not done so, the bank undertakes to compensate the government.
Yes, sir.
Or the authority. Good, very good. Now, are you going through the newspapers? What are the important news reports that you remember now?
Reports, sir, related to some specific sector
No,
or
anything,
in general?
anything, anything.
Okay, fine. Sir, recently there has been some furor over the political regime change in Bihar with shifting of power. There has been distribution of cabinet responsibilities in Maharashtra. Further, India has had one of her best performances at Commonwealth Games. Also, India is witnessing some better FPI inflows recently, and RBI has been intervening to prevent unorganized rupee depreciation.
So how to get this English website of ECGC? I'm not getting it. Are you able to get English?
Sir, generally it does give some issues when there is problem on their servers. So just let me check. It's like main.ecgc.in, sir, where you get that MAIN, main.ecgc.in. Therein you get that English option, like language switching option.
Yeah, main, MAIN. Now I am getting it.
Yes, sir.
I have been dealing with this for quite so many days, but still I am not familiar with this. Good.
Yes, sir.
Now we get it. Yeah, yeah. Here only. Earlier also I got it, but it is. It's not giving shabby. The website is useless.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell us where to go, how to go, what to see. Nothing it tells us. But don't tell like this in the interview. Tell them it's so nice, sir, very nice, sir. Like that you say. And here, you know, the 3 lines they have given. If you click that, I think we are getting certain things. On the right side, you have 4 lines. If you click that, you get very thing clearly. I'll show you now. I'll show you now. Not that you can't see. This is what I see here. Just a minute. Which one? 2, 3 things. I think this is what I wanted to. This is what you told me only. Main.ecg.in. This is how we have to go through each and every policy or this thing thoroughly. For example, here you see export credit insurance for exporter.
Turnover based.
ECIE short-term turnover based. ECIE short-term exposure based. ECIE medium long-term. Then credit insurance for banks. ECIB short-term pre-shipment. Then short-term post-shipment. Then cover against bank guarantee. Export credit guarantee insurance for bank surety cover. Advance payment cum performance. Then ECIB medium and long-term loan. This thing. But after that comes these things. Here again we have to study. What is factoring? Tell me, what is factoring?
So factoring is actually third party receiving the deliverables for a party at some cost. Like for example, I am an MSME owner and I have some imports incoming. I can contact ECGC to store those imports and use my invoice for discounting the value. And further, if I have to export the same things that I have imported, I can just contact ECGC, wherein they can charge some fees to export the same. So it's actually third party handling of goods. And ECGC has started such factoring for MSMEs, sir.
Are you seeing this now online?
Yes, sir.
This also we must go through. Factoring, buyer's credit cover, line of credit cover, transfer guarantees, overseas investment insurance, like this, everything we must be able to know. Export factoring, more details, click here. So many things. So prepare कर दीजिए वो सबको.
Yes, sir.
you get ready for that. Now, please tell me who is your role model?
Sir, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
So, what qualities would you like to learn?
Sir, persistence. The specific example being the failure of Rohini satellite in 1981 didn't discourage him to regain the lost momentum on that satellite, and they successfully launched it in 1982.
Good. What is your degree?
BTech in mechanical engineering, sir.
Good. You're from Bihar,
No, sir, Nagpur, Maharashtra.
Nagpur, Maharashtra. Good. Your English is very good. Confidence is good. And
Thank you, sir.
clarity also nice. No problem. Now, tell me, you completed degree in 2019.
19.
Have you worked anywhere or you have been only preparing for exams?
Sir, I have been preparing for insurance and banking exams, sir.
Which insurance exams could you clear till interview stage earlier? Apart from
No,
this?
sir. This is the first insurance exam that I have appeared for.
Oh, very good. Excellent. Can you tell me
Yes.
what is IRDAI?
Sir, it's Insurance Regulatory and Developmental Authority of India. It regulates overall insurance sector, and certain policies of ECGC, which need some customer specific modifications, need to be approved from IRDAI.
So who is the chairman of this thing, IRDAI?
Sir, Mr. Panda.
What Panda? Dibesh Panda?
Devashish Panda.
Deboshish Panda. Good, 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 good. Can you tell me something about SEBI? What is SEBI?
Sir, SEBI is Security Exchange Board of India. It's basically regulator of the securities market, which includes equity shares, debentures, as well as some sort of bonds in its purview. So it regulates the capital market sector in India.
Good, very good. Now, can you tell something about the Indian share market now?
Sir, India has recently surpassed Britain to become the 5th largest share market with market cap of more than $3.5 trillion. Recently, one of the most ace investors who defined the optimism in Indian market, Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, passed away. However, India is actually thought to continue the momentum from pre-pandemic levels to the post-pandemic era with same consistency and vigor, sir.
Good. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, he started a new company recently. What is
Yes,
it?
sir. It's Akasa Airlines, the
Very,
low budget carrier, sir.
very good. You are in touch with what is happening in and around you. That is very good. कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? Any questions you have? You are answering well. Only thing is, next time when we meet, we have to go through this factoring. So many
Yes, sir.
things they have given separately, products and services. वो देखना है.
Yes, sir.
Then they are telling about services network. वो क्या है देखना है. And
Yes,
of
sir.
course, in a real interview, normally they may not go this much deep into ECGC, but they will ask overall general point. You said you are from Nagpur.
Yes, sir.
So then they can ask questions relating to Nagpur. Nagpur में क्या अच्छा चलता है? Nagpur में क्या बढ़िया चलता है? Nagpur में who is the very important person in that place?
Sir, we covered these questions last time.
Last time I asked you. Very good.
Yes, sir.
So that is right. That will be sufficient then. Then next point is Nagpur. What else? Yeah, sometime they can go into those normal questions they ask in any UPSC interview like situation. For example, I will tell you. These are the questions for which we have to be ready. Not that you don't know, you can prepare for them also, because in big UPSC interviews, normally this is what they concentrate on. I will tell you. Import-export problems, then
Yes, sir.
5G auction,
Hmm.
then Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, then smart cities,
Hmm.
then recent monetary policy committee meeting,
Hmm.
then ABG shipyard fraud, then
Yes, sir.
financial inclusion,
Hmm.
KYC and recent initiatives about digitalization in banking,
Right, sir.
then China-Taiwan issue, NATO, then e-learning pros and challenges, then impact of COVID on world economy, Indian economy, bad bank, is it a good idea? Social media influences, impact on youth, then
Yes, sir.
central bank digital currency, then impact of globalization and education, then cryptocurrency, then impact of 5G on economy, raising the marriage age of women from 18 to 21 years. Something like that. These are the routine questions they ask. Then reference about what are the recent changes that has been happening in the business arena in India. Then recent political happenings in Britain, Russia-Ukraine war, its impact on world economy, Indian economy. That's all. All
Yes,
these
sir.
questions, I will just give them all in our Telegram page so that you can see there itself. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good. Anyhow, best wishes. You are doing very well. Which date is your interview?
28th September.
अरे बाबा इतना दूर है.
Yes, sir.
बहुत लंबा है. So many days. इतना लंबा भी नहीं देना है. Tension. Oh, only how many people are being interviewed? 400, na?
Yeah, 410.
410. Easily they could have completed within a week or 10 days. Padafat. But they are postponing. It's okay. But be reading newspaper. That is what is more important.
Yes, sir.
Good. All the best. Thank you.
Sir.
Best wishes. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You did
Bye-bye.
well. You did really well. No problem. Only
You,
I
sir.
was
Thanks a
not
lot.
able to ask questions. You are answering very well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
Best. Bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.